So in the yesterday class, we have seen about regression algorithm. Now we will see how to measure the performance of any regression algorithm. First, let us consider that there is a data set with total number of n data points, and YA is nothing but actual output given in the data set, because for regression, we will go for supervised learning algorithm. So your target class will have the label. So let us assume that YA represents the actual output that is given in the data set. And I am going to use a regression model, and I'll be predicting the value of the output for each and every instance. Let me assume that Y cap represents the predicted output for a particular sample. YA is the actual output and Y cap is the predicted output. This is for each and every instance you are going to have the value. And we have measures called MAE. MAE stands for mean absolute error. And how this mean absolute error is going to work is, you have for every sample YA value, then you are predicting the Y cap value also from the model. Find the difference between YA and Y cap. Sometimes this difference will be positive or otherwise negative. But if you simply find the sum of all the differences, negative and positive differences will cancel each other, and the model will say that it is a good model. But actually, it is not a good model. So what we are going to do here is, we are going to take absolute value of this. So absolute value is nothing but, even if you have YA minus Y cap as positive or negative, it will take only the absolute. That is nothing but you will get only the positive value. So find the absolute value of the error between the predicted and then actual. Then this is for one sample. Likewise, I have to find for all the samples in my data set. So I am going to sum this. Find the sum of all the samples from I is equal to 1 to n. And finally, you have to find the average, because this is mean absolute error. So to find the average, after you find the sum, divide that by total number of instances in your data set. So you'll be getting now MAE. So this is one of the measure. And the second measure is mean squared error. So mean squared error is nothing but, instead of taking the absolute value, where you are trying to compensate the effect of positive and negative differences cancelling each other, you can even go for squaring the terms. If you have -2, when you square it, you will be getting +4. If you have +2, when you square it, you will be getting +4. So we can even go for squaring the errors. So find the error. Error is nothing but YA minus Y cap. Then find the square of the error. Then you need to find the square for all the terms in your sample. So sigma I is equal to 1 to n. Now this will give you sum of square of all the errors. Now we don't want sum of square of all the errors. We want the mean value. So divide that by number of samples. This is called as mean square error. So now, whether it is absolute square error, mean absolute error, or mean square error, always our aim is, we want to minimize the error. So whatever is a smaller value you are getting, that is more advantageous when you go for predicting the performance. Next, another term is RMSE. RMSE stands for root mean squared error. We already know what is MSE, mean square error. You simply find the square root of that. That is going to give you RMSE. Why we are taking this RMSE is, already we have squared the terms to compensate the effect of negative terms cancelling each other. Now we want to have it in the original scale. Therefore, we are taking square root of that. So this is a formula we have seen for MSE. Just find the square root of that. You will be getting RMSE. And the another term which is very famous in case of regression analysis is R squared, which is also written as R2 or R power 2. And this is also known as coefficient of determination or goodness of fit. And this is going to calculate how much your regression line is performing better than a mean line. So in regression, what we are doing, we are plotting a line, and with respect to that line, we are predicting what is the difference between the actual value and that value. That is the value we are getting from that line. So that is one case. In the other case, you are not going to plot the regression line. Instead, you are going to plot a line with respect to the mean of the given samples. If I give you 10 samples, you find the mean of all the 10 samples. Then with respect to the mean, you plot one straight line. Then from that straight line, you find out what is the difference between YA value and the mean of that particular line. Then you will get one term. So this is called as R squared. So R squared is nothing but, it is written as 1 minus sigma YA minus Y cap the whole square divided by sigma YA minus Y bar the whole square. Now you know what is YA. It is the actual output you want in the sample. And Y cap is nothing but what is the output you are predicting from the regression line. that is the line we are plotting from our model. And y bar is nothing but, instead of taking the output from the regression line, you can take the output with respect to the mean line also, that is y bar. So find the difference between these two, you will get a denominator. Then apply this formula to find the value of r squared. So you can say that r squared is nothing but 1 minus SSR divided by SSM. SSR stands for sum of squared error of regression line. So now you know this is the error. We are squaring the error, finding the sum, that is SSR. And then SSM is nothing but sum of squared error of the mean line. And when you consider this r squared value, this value will range from 0 to 1. If you consider the previous three matrices, MAE, MSC, RMSC, the value will not be from 0 to 1. It can have any value depending upon the value you have for that particular attribute. Whereas this r squared will give you the value only from the range 0 to 1. And how to predict the performance of the model? If you see the r squared value, if the value is higher, it means that your model is performing better. So always go for a model which is going to give you higher value of r squared. So from this, you can predict how good your regression model is performing.